What's up, guys? Another day, another draft. Uh, Today we are drafting for the dream head-to-head league draft. We will have a guest later. He is just running late. Komish might join us a little bit. Uh, he's a little busy at this point, but we'll have a guest, someone part of our invitational league as well to help us with this draft. So, like I said, this is the dream head-to-head league draft, and I am picking 13th today. Uh, one of those, one of the many times wherein we've picked within that group, the 12 to 13 range. Last time, I experimented a bit on the 14th pick by picking DeJounte and Paul George back to back. So this time, let's see. As much as possible, I don't want to experiment too much here now because it's the one of the 1,500 peso league. It's a higher buy-in league. And I would want to somehow compete. Anyway, we'll since we're gonna have a guest, this one's gonna be in Filipino later on. But yeah, a minute left. We've got a strong group of players here. All right. So we've got a strong group of managers here. Again, I don't see any surprises here. As I feel Jokic goes number one. I think this is Chino. He's going to be picking one of the veteran managers. I don't know what's taking him so long to pick, but yeah. You might have thought about it for a second on who to pick. So we got Giannis 2. Those two guys are the usual guys, and Luka 3. Those three actually the staple in the top 3. So Embiid goes 4th. Again, another staple pick in the top 5. Embiid goes 4 or 5 from time to time. Who are we getting? Anthony Towns and Carl Anthony Towns looked good today, but that was without Rudy Gobert. So, but at least it looks like that health scare is behind him already. Anthony Davis also looked good without much of the starters. So we'll see where he goes. I haven't had an Anthony Davis stock. Could I get one? This time around. All right. Let's see how this goes. So number 8 pick, Steph Curry is 8. Trae Young, surprisingly, is 9th. Let's see. Again, I might end up with Dame here, the 14th. LaMelo goes 10th. Dame goes 11th. So now I've got Tyrese Haliburton on the 13th. Yeah, I think I'm going to pick him. So now I've got 3 Tyrese Haliburton, which is scary. No hedging here. That's my third. I have one in. What league do I have one in? Um, yeah, one of my personal leagues. I have. Uh, so I've always wanted to pair up Tyrese and Dejounte. Or Tyrese and Paul George. Uh, do I want to experiment here a bit? Or just pick Tyrese? I not sold on Cooper. I already have Paul George. And so now I've got Tyrese and Dejounte. Right, so let's see where we go. I kind of like that 12, 13, but somewhere in that 11, 12, 13, or maybe the 2, 3, 4 range. I don't want it, you know, just because the picks are a little closer to each other. I know the other, there would be a part where I have to wait like this one, but uh, I don't know. It's just, and I just noticed if you're in the towards the end, towards the if you're in the first early picks and the later picks, you have to reach a bit. So yeah. Anyway, I have so we are here at round 2. So I was talking to Komish about, wanting some Tyrese Haliburton stocks. And and after I talked to him about that, I ended up having 3 Tyrese Haliburton stocks. I don't know if that's a lot. That's too much. I have one here, this league, and I had the league with the Buhay Basket guys, Jeff and Elvis, the guys who joined us a few drafts ago. And then I also have Tyrese in the FBI league in Fantrax, who was just doing a slow draft. So yeah, and I have some Lillard stocks, I have some Trey stocks, um, but I also had some LaMelo stocks and lots of Jokic stocks, a few Jokic stocks. So, oh wait, sorry about that for those watching. Draft board. Right. So nothing surprising so far. Um, I'm thinking if I should just punt on scoring. Just punt on scoring. Let the scoring come. Because I've always tried to chase the scoring stats, but now I might try not to. Assist, rebounding, maybe some stocks, and just take care of my free throws or field goals. So let's see. Just be decent, maybe in scoring. Um, yeah, Anthony Edwards is one player I haven't had the chance to have. But I always find Anthony Edwards at the second round a little too high. But Donovan Mitchell, surprising second round pick here. MGM is Monique, one of our female participants. She's also in the Champions League, so she's no pushover when it comes to fantasy. All right, we are rounding out second round. So back-to-back picks now by Chino. So he went with Jokic and Garland. Like we said, assists are rare towards the end. So if you want to get assists, I think this round is the round to go and try to get them. Also, the big men are not really scattered, but the drop off in some of the quality big men is a little steeper towards the late rounds. Ooh, I think Chino tried to convince himself of picking Jared Allen at 29. Um, he wanted, yeah, again, I think that's another challenge with the Jokic pick because Jokic is good at rebounding and assists. So you want to help him in those departments. And yeah, this is a good start, I guess. But Jared Allen at 29 is usually high um, for a pick, right? I mean, let's see the options there. But unfortunately, there are no rebounding options in that group. So I think really tried to reach for Allen just to support Jokic with the rebound. Again, reaching is not bad. Um, yeah, in this case, I think he knows what he's doing. He's strategized there. Um, strategized really well there by picking Jared Allen. Luca, Gobert, and Cade are okay. I'm thinking soft punting on the free throws. But the direction is still unclear. I mean, Luka is great all around. Rebounding is safer with Gobert. So we'll see how it turns out. I mean, Cade is an all-around guy, so I think it supports both the rebounding and but the scoring might be lacking a bit, and the steals is still iffy. So Rozier goes 33rd, which is interesting as well. I think Miko is trying to go strong scoring. So that's good for us because everyone will try to get scoring. Here, I think Carl Anthony Towns, Devin Booker would try to win scoring. Um, Dame and Ja might try to go that route as well. So scoring uh, and Rozier is another reach, but um, it's another reach, not really a value, but strategies. He should have some strategies there. Okay, our guess will try to make it by 10. So hopefully we get there's still time, but yeah, it's okay. I mean, but interesting mix here. LeBron Kyrie is a common combo that we've seen. The reunion is what we call it. Dame Lit Ja is not really very common. Um, Fit wise, it's really still too early. Not the perfect fit, but you can still make it work, right? Kawhi goes number 3 behind Steph and Anthony Davis. So I'm not sure where this is going. Okay, let's put some guys on our queue. I'm not sure if it's worth getting. Um, so Zach Levine with Trey and Bam. Um, a little weird combo, but let's see. I mean, Trey is good at 3, so I think the Zach would work. Um, that's the usual combos, but let's see how that goes. I think right now, uh, other than maybe Jokic, Chino's got Jokic Garland. uh, I can see where he's going with that. The rest, let's see. Everyone's trying to get some scoring here. So Popoy gets Dame, Ja, and Zion. I'll be up in a couple of picks. Ooh, I aiming for Chris Paul. He gets picked. Um, tempted to I might get Evan Mobley here or Scotty Barnes. Um, so I went with Jimmy Butler. That's back to back. In the Buhay Basket League, I also had Butler with me. So now we try to beef up some rebounding and blocks. So let's see. Other than Chino, no one's really trying to get some assist here. So that's good for us. No one's really strong yet in assist. Everyone's probably try to do some scoring, so do some. So let's see if Evan Mobley falls to us, but see if I have other options. Kristaps would be a good option. With how long would Mobley? Okay, so I'm hoping he doesn't get picked. The thing about Mobley is that the free throw is suspect, but ah, he got Mobley. All right, let's see where we're going here. Okay. Um, go Ethan here, but I don't have blocks. Um, I hate Ethan, to be honest. I don't like him a lot. Still feel like I got the chance. Yeah, but I'll get Ethan anyway. Just to right. So that helps our rebounding a bit. Moves our free throws a bit better. Josh Giddey. But I hated Mobley. Was just picked before me. Hate that. It's kind of excited to have a Mobley stock. I'm just looking at my next few options. I hope Jakob falls to me. I like Jakob there. Um, Scotty Barnes at 48. Ah, why? Why did he pick Mobley? But that's okay. Aiton is okay. I never really liked his game as a center, but I think he's going to be a solid rebounder. Clean stats across the board. The stocks are a little low for a center. The blocks are not too high, so I'll probably look for another source later on. I think I'm looking at Jakob later on the draft, but no. So let's see. Being at 51st, so we are nothing. To be honest, nothing very surprising. Zion moves to round three. Kawhi, uh, round three. Those two guys initially were falling to fourth round before the preseason. Jared Allen was a surprising pick, very early pick. Honestly, I think if he didn't pick that, I it would have fallen to me as well. But yeah, that's the biggest surprise, I guess, the Jared Allen. But again, like I said, there is science to that. There is strategy to that. And strategy was to secure to help Jokic's rebounding. Um, if you're watching, one might want to comment who you feel is doing really well. See, now he went with Mikal, so he's gonna try to get the steals as well. Uh, but that was within range. Where Mikal was going, that was within range. So I think um, so that wasn't really surprising. That wasn't really a reach, right? So back to back picks now. Then he goes Franz Wagner, some scoring, a little bit of a reach, but maybe he liked Wagner. I actually also like Wagner a lot this season. He should be way better. He should be better than what he did last year. And last year was kind of good already. So yeah. Let's see who gets to us. Again, I'm targeting Hotel here. I'm thinking if Nurkic falls, he might be a viable option as well. But no, he's not falling. What if we pick Michael Porter Jr.? No stocks though. I might need some. Julius Randle, 63rd, is quite high, but interestingly high by Angelo. But he might have seen something in Randall. We're not high on Randall as a group. I personally don't like Randall. Eric liked Randall last year and then disappointed him. Maybe Jalen Brunson helps him this year. All right, our guest is here. Natin. Yon, Coach.
Good evening, good evening.
Yon.
Sorry.
We are, midway. Almost midway. Wala pa naman midway. Kamusta?
Ayos naman. Sorry. Just got home.
It's okay. Okay lang, walang worries. Wala si Eric today. May works pa si Eric eh. But we're
Okay.
I'm
Sorry
picking...
para mas maaga ako para nag-co-host ako sa'yo.
okay lang. Sanay na. May mga drafts na solo rin ako eh. Just talking about the draft. Kamusta?
Okay.
We are round 5 na. Round 5. And I was 13th pick.
13th. Okay.
So I had Haliburton again.
Nice.
And DeJounte. So I paired those two. Yun yung gusto ko itry na pairing eh. And then I went with Jimmy Butler. Naunahan ako dun sa Evan Mobley.
Oh.
I was supposed to get Mobley.
Okay. So you got Ayton.
So I got Ayton. Yeah, not bad na rin.
okay yan.
Ito question ko sa'yo, Coach Sandy. So we have Coach Sandy Arespacochaga here with us. Ano rin to, very intense fantasy manager. Kasama namin siya sa Invitationals. Coach, ito question ko sa'yo. What are the chances, ito tinatanong ko sa maraming tao, that Jokic will not end up number 1 after the season? Ano sa tingin mo?
Okay,
and if there's one player that can overtake him as the number 1 player after this year, sino sa tingin mo yan? Kasi parang ngayon, clear-cut, Jokic talaga.
Yes.
Meron ka na bang draft na hindi si Jokic ang nag-number 1? Meron na ako mga nakitang draft na hindi siya nag-number 1.
Talaga?
Pero I'm not part of it. Mini-message lang sa amin.
Okay.
Jokic went number 2, ganyan. Ano sa tingin mo?
I think if ever, that would be personal preference. Kaya
yeah, maybe.
Hindi na number 1 si Jokic. Pero other than that, kasi like for me, yung anywhere between 2, 3, 4, 5 probably. The dilemma there is yung probable players at that position all miss games eh. Di ba?
Yeah.
So I think Jokic has a combination of having awesome stats and having the track record of durability then over all the other guys who can come close to him. So I think it's highly unlikely that another player will be number one. But if ever that does happen, I think it has to be probably Luka Doncic. Uh,
Talaga?
kasi iniisip ko who has the next level and among when we say next level in terms of stat production and also who has the ability to probably play more games.
Yeah.
So for me, Embiid track record medyo hindi. Giannis hindi. Durant hindi.
Durant hindi. Kasi Eric had Durant as, I think, if I remember correctly, Durant as the answer.
Okay, kasi for me the durability lang
Yeah.
And I think with Durant yung he's already very good as is, but where else can he take a next level in what stat production?
Yeah, pero you're right. Availability ang concern niya. But if he's available for pretty much majority of the season, he could
Yeah.
end up number one. Kasi malinis Yung game ni
Correct.
Durant is very
Correct.
clean.
Correct. Yeah.
But
I agree.
I can see
But
I can
the
see naman what you're
likelihood,
saying. Yung Luka kasi the free throw is always suspect
yes, that's true. The free throw is always suspect, but
Pero I think Yahoo doesn't, they give medyo may factor yung free throws when it comes to ranking the players Diba?
oh,
Like Luka never really gets
yeah,
close to the top 10, 15, 20.
correct. But well, the way I see it kasi is among these players who has the next level to get to.
Yeah.
Is it
Youngest
really
no?
Yes. Is it really hard for Luka to increase his free throw production? He's a shooter Alam mo yan?
Yeah.
Track record says probably no because of the volume and the percentage. So that drags you down. But is there a possibility that he can increase his free throw percentage? Why not? He's a shooter. Di ba?
Yeah.
Let's just compare Luka and Durant. Okay? So let's say points. Can he add some more points? Probably pwede. Di ba?
Yeah.
Couple of more rebounds, assists. It's also possible kasi he's young and pa-ascend si Luka And the thing that differentiates Luka for me from a Kevin Durant is in order for the Mavericks to make it to the playoffs, Luka has to play a lot of games. Kevin Durant can afford to take, I sit out this game first because Kyrie is playing, di ba? Ben Simmons is playing. There might be a bigger possibility for that. Aside from being injury prone, di ba?
Yeah.
The probability of sitting out games for rest baka mas malaki si Durant, 'di ba? I mean, kay Luka probably because yung mga past games na injured talaga siya, 'di ba? But
Yeah.
I don't think they're in a position na let's rest Luka because, sure na tayo, 'di ba? Parang ganoon so I guess that's my reasoning.
Sige, let's move on to the latter part of the draft. Tyrese, what's your takes kay Tyrese?
Very interesting, very intriguing, and he's got durability and a very nice stat set to back him up. And well, yung team naman niya hindi naman nagko-contend for the playoffs. So pwede mo isipin, oy nako baka hindi to palaruin, mag-tank sila or what. But last year he played a lot, 'di ba? When he got to Indiana. So, I don't think that it's a sure thing that he will sit down, 'di ba? So, but in terms of field goal percentage, free throw percentage, threes, points, 5 rebounds a game, double figure assists, steals, 0.8 blocks, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Actually, I'll even consider him at 7 eh.
Yeah, he goes there. Fluctuating siya ngayon eh. Like now, he falls to 13th, which is lately parang medyo weird that he falls 13th kasi there was a point na parang sobrang hype na eh that sometimes
Yes.
he gets 7, 8. So parang medyo
Yes,
nagpa-fluctuate.
correct.
Pero I think it doesn't help na yung preseason niya so far hasn't been, yung parang wow na talagang
Actually
mabibili ka.
nga, for Tyrese Haliburton na fans or that's good kasi I mean, yung stock niya bumababa. So you can get him at where you got him right now, 'di ba?
Yeah.
And you're able to pair him. But imagine you're pairing Haliburton, DeJounte. That's across the board stats. I was gonna say nga si Haliburton has the potential to be a DeJounte in terms of rebounding also eh.
Yeah.
Because
Actually, all around naman Haliburton eh.
yes. But kasi if you look at it, wala naman siyang kasama na rebound monster eh. Miles Turner is not a double-figure
Not.
rebounder. Jalen Smith is not a double-figure rebounder. Di ba? So he can possibly get 6 rebounds per game. Is that so hard to achieve? Hindi.
Yeah, wala din rin kasi I think tanking lang ang kalaban mo when it comes to that yung possible tanking ng Indiana later on. Pero ako like I always say, later on na yan eh. We can't, ang hirap rin to draft on that eh. Like some players, kala mo magta-tank and all, pero naglaro naman. So
you can never say eh, 'di ba? Like I said, Haliburton nung lumipat sa Indiana, hindi naman pinalaro eh.
Oo, hindi naman nag-tank, 'di ba? Halos lahat, almost all the games naglaro. Ito, Chris Paul is another player. Fan ka ba? I mean, you like Chris Paul sa fantasy?
Yes. I think depends on where he will be picked though.
Oh, he was picked around 39 to 40, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that's a good pick where he is.
He's usually third round.
Yes. And the good thing with Chris Paul kasi, if you get him third, if he falls off, bagsak niya fourth. But potential niya is second. Parang gano'n naman siya halos every year.
Yeah,
and his age is always in question, which is legit, di ba? But parang 3 years na ina-expect yung drop-off niya eh.
Actually. Yun nga sinasabi ko eh, parang every year, ang hirap to gauge where he will end up. Kasi nga, do you pick him third round? Is it that too high or too low or tama lang?
I think depends din sino yung first 2 picks mo. Malaking bagay yon. If your first 2 picks are more or less safe.
So more on fit talaga.
I think so. Because honestly, I will target other point guards ahead of him who are much younger.
Yeah, sina Garland, Drew.
Yes, exactly. I'll even pick Rozier.
Which happened here, actually. Okay. Very rare nangyayari, but it does. It did happen.
I'll pick Rozier ahead of him. Diba? Yeah. But it depends kasi yan kung sino yung first 2 picks mo rin eh. I think if he fits your build well, kasi with Chris Paul, sobra siyang efficient pero points niya is hindi malaki, 'di ba? I mean, he's not a 20 point per game scorer.
Yeah.
And he's not an elite 3-point shooter also, 'di ba? But he's just so steady 'di ba? Parang boring steady pick.
Who's your parang sleeper na nakikita this year? Someone that's going under the radar. Alam ko, marami kaming draft battles ni Coach Sandy. Just one league. In just one league, one slow draft. Lagi, tinanggal na ni Coach Sandy sa Christmas list niya dahil inaagawan ko raw siya.
Oy, 3 pick na unahan ako ni JJT eh. So, wala na siya sa Christmas list ko. Scratch ko. Yung hirap. Sa turn, doon ako na kasi may tendency, di ba? babalik pa sa akin to.
Oh,
Kasi,
di ba? Yung kanina nga, like I said, the Mobley pick, I was eyeing Mobley kasi nga I wanted to work on yung ano ko, blocks. Doon na lang ako magpo-focus rather than the scoring. Kasi everyone's trying to get some scoring early on. So sabi
yeah,
ko,
okay, okay.
punt ko na yun. Um,
Correct.
and I don't have Mobley. Tapos hindi pa umabot. As in, hindi ko rin in-expect he'll pick it. Kasi pinick niya si Kristaps before. So parang sabi ko, baka hindi naman good fit eh.
Tama, tama, tama,
Diba? So
tama.
parang weird fit eh. Kasi Mobley, bakit mo kukunin?
May
It's,
shot blocker ka na, pero he secured the blocks with
oo.
that.
So nung pinick, yun yung mahirap. Parang kala mo aabot, pero hindi. Pero parang under the radar picks that alam ko, meron ka mga gulat picks early on sa draft natin eh.
Well, kasi I think with the way the draft went sa atin, I figured kasi turn tayo eh, 'di ba? First pick ka, second pick ako. So ang
Yeah.
hirap mo kaya gusto ko medyo gitna eh kasi mas matatansya mo. Alam mo 'yan?
Yeah.
Parang
Yeah, actually.
hindi yung malayo eh. So yung paano ba 'to? So yung pick mo dapat for the next round,
You have to
parang
reach. You have
you
to
have
reach.
to reach eh.
Pag nasa yun, sinabi ko lang rin kanina when I was, yung before you came in. Pag nasa dulo ka, like itong pick na to, tingnan nyo dito, yung first pick si Ricardo Dalisa. Yung third pick niya was Jarrett Allen, which is 29. Unusually high.
Yeah.
But if you look at it, the build, maganda eh. Jokic,
Yes.
good at rebounding, passing, assist. So,
Yeah.
sinecure niya yung assist niya with Garland. And then, nag-reach na siya for Allen just to secure the rebounding.
Yes,
So,
correct.
solid na yun. Kasi that's always a challenge with the Jokic build. Where do you focus? The rebounding
Correct.
or
And
the
I think
assist?
with the Allen pick, si Jarrett Allen, actually free throws niya sneaky eh. Kasi mas
He's
mataas ang
not
free throw
bad for
percentage niya kay Mobley.
yeah, he's not bad for
Correct.
center.
And I think with Jarrett Allen, he can also get some blocks, contend with blocks, which
Yeah.
Jokic does not do. Di ba?
Yeah.
So,
Kaya ang ganda nung ginawa nito eh, I know this manager, si Chino, he was one champion last year din, one of the leagues. He went with Allen, then nagmikal siya. So, he gets more stocks na ngayon. And then nakuha pa niya si Herb Jones. So, dagdag pa ng stocks yun. Diba? So,
nice.
I think those were really great picks for nakuha si Marcus Smart. Dapat yun yung kukunin ko. I might go Lowry para ma-help ako sa assist. Para sure.
I also got Jarrett Allen at the third round eh. Same dilemma. Kasi there's no way aabot si Jarrett Allen, and I knew yan ang hirap sa turn eh. Kasi so my first pick was Giannis, second was Pascal Siakam, and third was Jarrett Allen. So I had a decision to make. What will I secure? Will I get an assist man or will I secure rebounding? Kasi for sure, sa third round, magkakaubusan na ng elite guards or elite bigs in terms of rebounding and blocks. Alam mo yan? Kasi pag bumalik yon, pwedeng ubus na yung double figure. Alam mo yan? Parang may possibility. If all it takes is one big man run, ubos. Di ba?
Yeah, which always happens sa third, fourth, fifth round.
Yeah. So I think like yung thinking ko, I needed to secure a Jarrett Allen. Lalo na nga hindi na babalik siya yun eh. And as much as possible, I tried to look at the stat set, not the rankings. Kasi if you look at the ranking, that's a reach.
Yeah.
But if you look at the stat set, tanggalin mo yung ranking at yung name. If this guy can get 15, 10, and 1.5 blocks with good field goal percentages and decent free throws.
That's a fit.
Yes.
Yun yung fit eh.
So, and I thought, like decision making ko at that time with Pascal Siakam, I had an opportunity to get Sabonis, for example.
Yun yung sa draft natin, no?
Yes, sa draft natin. I had an opportunity to get Sabonis. My thinking there was, si Sabonis gets your rebounds, not that great a free throw shooter, di ba?
Yeah. Yeah.
Scoring, may assists, but lacks blocks.
Yeah.
So, yung decision making ko was in getting, I parang inisip ko, nag-Pascal Siakam ako kasi mini Giannis does everything.
Yeah.
But, so flexible, I can, third round, I can go assists or I can go blocks, which the first two guys have.
Yeah.
Parang ganon. So, iniisip ko, with Jared Allen, I get the rebounding, I get the field goal, the decent free throws is there. Difference lang is yung points and assists, which lamang naman ako kay Pascal Siakam in
Yeah.
that sense.
Meron.
Yes.
Yes.
So, if I look at it stats-wise, it's not a reach because I need those to shore up those stats, those categories.
Yeah.
So that helps. Ewan ko kung pampalubag-loob lang sa akin or what. But medyo yun yung thinking ko. That's why all of a sudden, Jared Allen ang pinili ko kasi I'm not gonna get an elite double-double big man after that.
Wala na. Meron. I mean, I think the latter part, the next part mo would be Jakob, which is
Yes.
pandadulo na. But the free throws are, well, nag-Giannis ka naman So, but do you punt?
Yeah.
Do you like to punt ba?
Actually, pang punt yung build ko talaga. And I really plan to get Pertel 5th or 4th. The difference is I had 3 bigs already. So I said, yung 4th ko, mag-guard ako, or 5th ba? Or parang ganun. Tapos baka sana 5th or 6th na ako Jakob. Kasi naisip ko, baka may matakot dyan sa free throw niya. Ako hindi ako takot kasi punt free throw na.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I got Jalen Brunson kasi for a point guard, high field goal guy.
Yan, yan. I think, if I remember correctly, inaay ko rin si Bronson. Pero laging napipick way early than what I want. Parang kala ko aabot pa, pero hindi na pala ganyan. I think naging high na
Honestly, I had no intentions of getting Jalen Brunson. Honestly, nagulat lang ako at that point. Parang I had to consider him. Kasi yung isang point guard, the next pick na gusto ko doon was either...
Wala na. The next point guard is Murray, Lowry, the latter part na.
Ang kino-consider ko was Ben Simmons kasi bagay sa build ko.
Pero, natakot ka ba?
Combination, natakot, tsaka yung lack of three-point shooting, I felt na I needed to shore up my scoring also and 3 points.
Okay.
So
okay.
I looked at kasi ang thinking ko noon, may assist naman ako kay Giannis, kay Siakam, so medyo equal lang.
Ang hinahabol mo lang basta punt, okay ako punt free throw. The rest, no hard punt na on the other categories.
Yes. Yun yung dinicide ko. Parang iniisip ko, at least mag-contend ako in assist kahit na wala akong double figure assist person kasi ang medyo shinore up ko for bigs parang ganun
Yeah. Pero hirap din kasi ng assist. Assist is one category na mahirap.
Yes, correct.
If you don't get it early, like this, in this case, pag yung mga Trae Youngs, yan, pag di mo na nakuha yan, mga Lamelo,
correct.
medyo mahirap na to really build yung assist mo
Yes, correct.
Kaya makikita mo madalas pag Lamelo, the next pick is usually a guard, another guard, just to secure that. Kasi after that, wala na
Lalo na yung nag-point guard. Pag mag-point guard run din, yung assist run, nako, ubusan na. Pero one of the things kasi ang naisip ko, sa latter part, mas makakakuha ka ng sneaky assist guys like a Trey Jones.
Yun.
Pero ngayon, mataas
Lowry.
Lowry.
Yeah, I just pick Lowry kasi I wanted to help.
Yes.
That's the last guy. Usually, Lowry is the last guy. After that, wala na makukuha ang assist. Kasi
correct.
The other guards, wala na Monte, but Monte is usually picked a little higher
Yeah, oo. Pero ako kasi yung mga sneaky, like for me, Monte Morris sneaky guy yan kasi walang hype but will get you 5 assists.
Yeah.
Ganon. So yung sa thinking ko noon, parang may mga 5 assist guys ako. If I can get players who do that, sneakily overall lalaban ako sa assist even if I don't get the high assist guys.
Yeah.
So parang ganon yung thinking ko.
Yeah. Pero yun. So we are now at round 8. Kwentuhan tayo with Coach Sandy. Hindi po pa yata nasagot yung mo, low, yung parang under the radar player mo that you are.
Yung under the radar player.
Like a player na parang feeling mo would talagang break out this year. Given rin the usual draft position that he is in.
Ako ang medyo ewan ko kung hot take yun o si Porter.
Yun nga yung gulat pick ni Coach Sandy eh. Kevin Porter, sabi namin, nakuha agad ang aga. Kasi rin yan eh, mga gusto rin yan nila Eric. Actually, high rin si Eric on Kevin Porter kasi nga, hindi ako sobrang high kasi parang every year na lang sinasabi gagawa. Correct. Tapos hindi naman na disappointed lagi. Mga naalala ko last year. Deal breaker pa nga yan sa mga trades eh. Like, yung mga trades na nangyayari last year in some of our leagues. Pag sinama si Kevin Porter, ayaw na nung ka-trade niya.
Ang sakit kasi sa field goal, sa free throw, di ba? Ang sakit eh.
Turnovers pa.
Yes, turnovers pa. Totoo.
Pero ba't ka high on
Towards the latter part, parang nag-turn ng corner last year. Tapos, yung 3-point percentage niya is good. Has the capability to get rebounds also, aside from assists. So, medyo reach talaga ginawa ko, pero talagang ang ko doon was paano ba to?
Siguro medyo reach, I think, dahil feeling mo baka hindi mo na rin makuha.
Yes, it was like that. Sabi ko baka hindi ko makuha. Like I said, ang thinking ko nandoon was stat set instead of is this a reach, is this...
Yeah.
Yun eh. Kasi ako, yung free throws niya, okay lang kasi masama naman free throws ng players ko. And one of the reasons why I got Brunson, ang first few picks ko, si Pascal lang yung mababa, below 50% from the field eh. Jalen Brunson, pwede, below 50%. So sabi ko, kaya dalhin to ni Jared Allen at ni Giannis, yung field goal.
Yeah. Saka hindi masama. Yung Jalen Brunson, the field goal is not bad.
Yes, it's
for a point
high.
guard.
Yes, it's high. Correct. So it was either Ben Simmons or Kevin Porter. So nag-matter of preference ako. But for example, is it possible he can get 18 points per game? 2.5 threes? 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.5 steals? Yun lang Wag mo isama yung turnovers, field goal, free throw. So pag sinabi mo yes, tanggalin mo yung name na Kevin Porter. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.5 steals. Wow. Di ba?
Yeah.
So, yun yung medyo thinking ko. And medyo yun nga eh. And di ko alam bakit pero parang ko in sa kaka-fantasy. Alam mo yung may hype player the year before. Normally hype. Tapos pag kinuha mo mataas, disappointing, ganon. Pero, pag hawak mo siya, makikita mo towards the end of the year, parang, nagpipick up
Yeah.
So parang minsan, yung fantasy experts hop on the bandwagon a year ahead. Parang ganun eh.
Yeah.
Minsan ganun. Si DeJounte, for me, was a classic case last year. Ang dami kong teams pinik ko siya. Kasi the year before, grabe
gumawa siya
sa kanya.
Pero
disappointing siya. Yung year before eh. Kasi
bumaba siya eh.
So bumaba yung stock niya kasi disappointing, di ba? Hype nun siya tsaka si Derek White, di ba?
Yeah.
Parang ganun.
So, ito, meron akong classic example niyan. So tingnan ko kung ngayon feeling mo magiging Julius Randle.
Okay.
So last year, ganun din, na-hype, di ba?
Yes.
Hindi naman siya na-hype I think he surprised 2 years ago.
2 years ago, correct.
He surprised. He played really well. And then last year, na-pick siya, second round, third round.
Correct.
And disappointed. Ngayon, balik siya doon. Actually, ngayon nga, he was picked a little high kasi usually he's being picked mga 6th, 7th round na ngayon, 5th round. But sa tingin mo, he can get back to that Julius Randle of 2 years?
I don't think so, but if he's picked at the 8th or 9th round, sulit na siya.
Pwede na. So hindi ka rin big fan?
One of the reasons is kunyari, difference between Kevin Porter Jr. and Julius Randle. Si Kevin Porter Jr. bata. So for me,
tanda na ba si Julius Randle?
tanda na rin yun. Ang tagal na nun eh, di ba?
Talaga?
NBA, but I don't know how old he is. But
yeah, pero kasi parang, well, I know matagal na siya naglalaro, but
yeah, but sa bagay, pwedeng kasi
Kevin
nag-Lakers
Porter medyo matagal na rin yan,
3, 4 years? Oh, 3
Hindi
years?
nag-Cleveland pa yan di ba?
Di ba Cleveland tas Houston, yun lang.
Pero ilang years sa Cleveland? I think 2 years siya sa Cleveland
Ganun ba?
Yeah, I think yung second year yata siya nakalis. So, more or less mga 4 5 years.
Okay.
Younger, definitely younger.
Yeah.
Definitely younger. Pero, you get that he's younger, kaya mas feel mo Kevin Porter.
Pero siguro, medyo ang bias ko kasi siguro with Julius Randle is, I'd rather get, at that point,
ang daming players, other players na pwede.
Other young guys, Lauri Markkanen, Jabari Smith.
Who's similar stat set. Less turnovers pa.
Correct. And si Julius Randle kasi doesn't get blocks di ba?
Wala. Walang stocks actually.
Stats.
Wala.
So, kung scoring lang, di Markkanen ka na. Scoring lang. Kung gusto mong defensive.
May blocks pa, konti.
O sabihin natin kahit basta mas marami siyang, okay ka, tas rank niya pa lower, di ba?
Yeah.
Kung gusto mo, Jalen Smith, may blocks. Jabari Smith, may blocks. Di ba? Parang
yeah. Yeah. Ilang leagues ka this year? 8?
Technically 7, co-manager ako 8. Parang gano'n.
Okay. You co-manage in one league.
Okay na din. Hirap din pag
madami. Like kami, dami namin.
Oo.
Hindi, sa amin naman kasi it's more for, the people, yung mga
correct
player. Sabi ko kay Eric, basta competitive lang tayo. Huwag lang tayo yung sobrang nasa 13th, 14th. Okay na ako Siya nakuha na naman Okongwu. Ano ba yan?
High ka ba kay Okongwu?
Hindi, I just feel like, gusto ko siya for my team. Not too high. Kasi nga, nandiyan pa si Capelle But at this range, 120, I think, could not go wrong na rin. Hirap, nakakainis yun, Caruso fits, pero baka mag-over na ako sa steals and assists. Rebounds. Pick mo nga ako, coach.
I think dito, rebounding medyo magkakaubusan na
Ano ba? Brandon Clark na ba? Or wala na rin
Okay, Brandon Clark din sa bagay.
Josh Hart. For a guard, not
for
bad
a guard,
si Josh
very
Hart
good rebounder. Pero medyo limited. Ay, ikaw na pala,
Oo.
Pwede. Isaiah Stewart, at least he's starting. Will shoot threes now this year.
Sige, Yan, may backup center na ako.
At least may backup ka na.
Yan, pick yan ni Coach Sandy. Baka yun magpanalo sa akin.
Or magpatalo.
hindi naman siguro at 130, hindi na big deal. Another player yan na
I on him, but he's starting and he's shooting threes daw this year.
Then that's another player na yung sinabi mong hype and then bumagsak.
Correct.
And then now nasa very low valued
so guy. Parang sulit na.
Sulit na. Another player na ganun. Actually medyo madami pa lang ganun Like sina Michael Porter.
Correct. Tama.
Another player na actually I got him just to try out kung baka naman mag-work. Medyo maganda nang pinakita nung preseason
Nakatakot lang yung injury, di ba?
Well, yeah, the back kasi recurring daw doesn't really
Pero
heal.
compared to where he was last year and this year, di ba? kung if ma-injure ulit siya, okay lang, drop. Di ba? I mean, you're not
Yeah.
wasting a third round
Hindi
pick like
masakit.
last year. Oh.
Last year, madaming ganun, ha? Madaming high pick players that
Na
really,
nasayang.
yung mga Dame Lillard, Bradley
Zion.
Beal, Zion naman kasi, alam mo na eh, early on injured.
Yeah, pero ang dami pa rin nag-draft. Dami ako may makilala ako still drafted him very high.
Oo. Actually, oo. Marami talaga were really high on. Kasi 2 years ago was good eh.
Grabe siya.
Really good. Ay,
Grabe.
ako na pala ulit.
Okay.
Baka mag-bones na lang ako.
Ang potential. This is the time you can, pero di ba parang reach eh, di ba?
I just feel like, I know medyo maganda yung value ngayon ni Jamal kasi he's being picked now sa mga 70s, 80s, and potential sleeper pick eh. Pero I just think na baka he doesn't play too many games rin.
Yeah.
He might miss some games.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at that, or wala pa akong Caruso eh. Uy, buti na lang, hindi na pick. Tari Eason, another player na sobrang hype na
Yeah, oo nga eh.
ngayon. Pero this is too early. Sabi nga namin ni Eric, he might end up the Sengun of this year.
It's not even starting eh, di ba?
Yeah, he's not even, well, yeah, he won't start yata. At least early on.
Yes, but later on for sure, no? Ay, hindi naman for sure, but highly likely.
Okay ba Caruso or Highland? Ano tingin mo, coach?
This point kasi mas okay minsan upside eh. Si Caruso, yan na yung floor niya eh.
Sige, let's go Highland. Wala pa ako masyadong Highland eh. Baka mag-work. At this point, actually, maraming parang similar players na rin eh.
Yeah, correct.
Wala na masyadong pasok naman eh. Hindi naman na ako sobrang. So yun. We are round 10. Round 10 na tayo, guys. 2 more rounds after this. This is the second to the last draft na ng public leagues namin. And then the Champions League na. Next, the last one. Na may guest rin tayo doon to help us out. Si Eric hindi na nakasama. So, anong usual mo, coach? Usual lottery, position mo draft? Meron ba? Or middle or varied din?
I've had, 1, 2, 3, 4 drafts already. 2 auction, 2 snake. So yung
auction talaga, no? Yung auction, alam nyo guys, yung auction ni kanina nagtatanong si Coach Sandy sa yung auction niya, ang worst player, nagulat ako dun eh. Sabi niya, drop ko ba tong player na to? Si Isaiah Jackson, yung drop down niya.
Well, di naman may ganun karaming teams, tsaka...
Hindi, 14, di ba?
Ayaw nga, no? Marami pala.
For 14 team ko, Isaiah Jackson yung worst player mo. Lupit nun, ha?
14 ba? 12?
Kung 12, siguro okay lang. But pag 14 yun, Isaiah Jackson, it's like lahat ng players mo within the top, first 8 rounds siguro. 9 rounds.
Kasi yung sa auction na 7, doon pwede kang hindi kumuha ng first rounder. Depends on how the bidding goes eh. So makakasave ka by getting...
Pero you should, right? Ano sa tingin mo?
Depends eh. Minsan, meron
is it a redraft? Redraft ba yan?
Redraft.
Okay.
Meron ako na Jokic.
Pag
Game plan ko, Jokic. Game plan ko. But if it gets too high sa bid, may second option ako. If it gets too high dun sa projected ko na hanggang dito lang ako, may next option, parang ganun.
Pero you try to get the at least one first rounder.
At least one first rounder.
Kasi medyo, at least one of, if pwede nga one of the top 5 eh. Kasi ngayon yung first rounder parang top 12 lang medyo solid eh. Then after that, parang hindi ko sure kung okay or hindi.
Correct.
13, 14 yung sabi namin medyo mahirap eh.
Yes, ang hirap. May isa
Pag
akong,
16 team, yun yung pinakamahirap. Pag
may isa akong
16.
snake kahapon, 16.
Pag 15th pick ka, tsaka 16th pick, grabe yun. Who do you pick, di ba?
Second
Parang,
rounder basically na ang makukuha mo.
ang laki ng drop-off eh.
Yes, malaki.
I mean, this year, sobrang laki ng drop-off. Kasi before, di ba, parang comfortable ka pa to pick sina Paul George.
Correct.
Ngayon, parang,
Ang daming
talaga,
question marks eh.
yung second round na yun, lagi namin sinasabi, ang daming question marks dun sa second round na yun. That's why, sobrang hirap nung second round. Kasi, that's why players like Anthony Edwards, high ka ba kay Anthony Edwards?
Not where he is being
Di
drafted.
ba? Ang taas, di ba? Cade or Anthony Edwards?
Cade ako.
Pero Cade is dropping eh. Maybe because
Because of the preseason, which is good for Cade lovers.
Di ba? Kasi like now, Cade went third round.
Third? Wow.
Oo.
End of second ko yan.
Di ba? And early on, he was going mga mid-second.
Correct.
Na draft. So ngayon, third round, medyo malayo na eh.
I'll still get him end of second.
Pero marami really likes Anthony Edwards eh. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. Kasi sabi ko, he's probably going to be the, second, third best player. Well, he can be the first best player.
Correct.
Pero at second round, parang masyadong mataas eh. For me, malaking leap.
Parang ano yung leap that he will take? Diba?
Yeah.
Parang to get to second round potential. And like him versus Cade, Cade's the number one guy.
Saka although easier kasi to build around Cade, actually.
Yes, correct. Sa akin si Cade will be like DeJounte in the sense na can finish the year as a first rounder.
Talaga? Ganun ka-high ka kay Cade?
Yeah. Kasi stat set niya uli eh. And on his second year, tapos who's the main man? He's the main man. Wala nang iba eh.
Pero mahirap i-beat yung DeJounte last year, DeJounte last year, triple-double
mahirap.
machine.
Pero look, sino ang power forward ng Detroit?
Si
Bohan.
Stewart.
Not a good rebounder. Isaiah Stewart is not a 10 rebound per game guy.
Olynyk.
No, Olynyk nasa Utah na, di ba?
Ay, oo nga. Olynyk nasa Utah na pala.
So,
wala nga silang center
There
actually.
are 3 man sa Dick Bay. Tapos si Ivy.
Yeah. Yun yung front court.
For that
nila backcourt.
Diba?
Sabagay.
He's not gonna get 10, but he's gonna get more than 5.
Yeah. Close. Si DeJounte had what? I think 8. Parang mga ganyan. Nandun siya 8 last year.
Mahirap tapatan yung 8, but 6 rebounds, 6 assists.
It's impressive yung 8 ni DeJounte kasi nandun si Jacob.
Yes, correct.
So very impressive talaga yung 8. Na bumagsak lang talaga si DeJounte because of the trade.
Correct.
He should have been an easy first round.
Saka yung Cade Cunningham owners, hindi siya naglaro sa simula eh. So isipin mo yung end of the year rank niya, hindi siya naglaro sa simula, ang sama pa ng laro niya sa simula, yung field goal niya, ang babag niya. But towards the end, boom! Diba? So isipin mo kung ito may summer camp ka, may training camp ka, etc. Diba? May preparation ka, you're healthy.
Scotty Barnes, 40-something. Ako hindi rin ako high.
Hindi ako high kay Scotty Barnes eh. But parang he does it all eh. Parang
pero at 40s?
Yung iba nga 30s eh. Nagugulat ako eh.
He was picked dito 4th round eh. Usually 4th round. This is where he usually goes eh.
4th round.
Hindi ako sobrang high. Sabi ko parang ang taas masyado.
Yeah. Parang may iba pa akong kukunin dyan.
Do you pick rookies?
Yes, I pick rookies.
Pero how do you gauge? Like this year, I know Jabari's high.
Jabari, high ako. I stay away from Banchero.
Talaga? Bakit? May nakita ka ba na Or yung stat set lang? Or
Stat set.
Okay. Pero kasi ewan ko, may bias. I think pag sometimes lang feel ko lang, may certain pag experienced managers, they have this bias for
Rookies.
players who na kailangan should have defensive stats.
Okay.
Guess mo, parang sexy yung ganong players eh. Parang,
Ako, that's why I'm high kay Jabari.
yun nga.
Also,
Kaya maraming high on him eh.
I guess depends din kasi where eh. Kasi if you get Jabari at what, round 8?
Sayang yung Josh Hart nag-fall pala yung to 150 something,
Oo nga,
149.
Oo nga.
Di pa umabot sa akin.
Oo nga, sayang.
You were saying, Jabari.
At where he's being drafted, sino yung mga normaling bigs na nasa linya niya? PJ Washington, Jalen Smith, siya.
Yeah.
Yan yun na lang yung mga may 1.5 block potential eh.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang gano'n. Tapos after that, block specialist ng makukuha mo. Pero wala ka na makukuhang parang possible 15 points, 8 rebounds, 1.5 blocks na big at that point eh. Parang gano'n.
Yeah.
Yun yung inaano ko. So that, for me, that plays a factor, especially because blocks are a bit rare.
Mahirap makuha yung stat na yun.
Mahirap makuha yung stat na yun. That's why high ako kay Gobert, just because of the blocks.
Grabe, inuubos na pala ng mga to yung mga players nito. Wala na tayong mapili dito. Point guard na naman, wala na. Sobrang dami ka ng point guard. Mark natin si 4D. Starter naman si 4D.
Yeah.
Minsan dapat yung mga starter piliin na eh.
Yeah. Yun yung dilemma mo rin later on eh. Pag will you get high ceiling guys or alam mo na yung low floor pero alam mo na yung makukuha mo, di ba?
Oo eh.
At this point, di ba? Like a Fournier, di ba? Parang boring naman yan. But
parang Huerter okay din eh. I think I'll go Huerter na lang.
Pwede din yan.
Younger eh.
Di ba?
Saka parang starter yata siya sa Sacramento eh.
Yeah, starter siya. So depends what you need, di ba?
Saka wala namang kukuha kay Fournier.
Baka wala.
Round 12 na pala. Hindi ko na namalayan. Sarap ng kwentuhan. Ilang champions ka last year, Coach?
1 ako.
1 out of 8? Not bad na yun. 1 out of 8 na.
1 out of 8.
Pero, playoffs lahat.
Yes, playoffs lahat.
Ano ba? Hindi, honestly. Magaling ba yung mga kalaban mo dun sa ibang leagues?
Yeah, magaling. Mga matagal na din kami together. And
mga gusto namin makita, makalaro rin eh, para makita namin kung sino yung mga malulupit na mga managers sa Pilipinas. Sumali nga kami sa mga international leagues.
I saw. Astig.
Medyo malulupit din magagaling din Wala yung mga wild na... Kasi in-expect ko pag international, di ba? Parang meron dyan mga... Hindi mo naman alam eh.
Yes.
Mga wild mag-draft, yung mga hugot
style.
lang ng hugot. Pero hindi eh. Ano rin eh, solid rin eh. So we'll see kung ano mangyari. Saka maganda yung buy-in to price ratio.
Talaga?
Mahirap naman kasi sa 12 team, yung kay Josh Lloyd is a 30 divisions.
I know. Grabe.
12 teams. So you just have to finish top 2. Easier said than done, obviously.
Yes.
Pero, I mean, if naka-finish ka top 2, then kita ka na times 3 of your $25.
Wow. Okay.
So, sulit na, di ba? Makabawi ka na. And then, overall, may playoffs 2 weeks. And then last week, it's a roto type. So, ang galing rin. Do you play roto? Nagro-roto ka ba? Pero you know how.
Yes.
Pero you don't have the patience
talaga ako
for it.
Sorry?
May patience ka for it, bro. Yun yung pinaka-challenge ng many eh. Wala silang patience for roto.
Correct. Hindi, yun, exactly yun. Short attention span. I started off Pro 2 dati.
Marami naman yata started off Roto talaga din. Di pa uso head-to-head nun eh.
Yeah.
So, maganda dun kay Josh Lloyd, yun nga. Head-to-head siya all throughout until the last week. So, last week, Roto ka. So, even if, magdadalawang isip ka ngayon about punting, di ba?
Yes, tama.
Kasi sa Roto, lugi ka na if you punt eh. So, I think maganda yung concept. Kaya exciting din. Hopefully, kahit pa paano makapasok man lang sa playoffs or at least dun sa final, sa playoff week. Yun yung exciting. Sa NBA, coach, anong team may ka ba? Preference ka ba?
I don't root for one particular team eh.
Player? Wala rin.
Player, ako nadadala yung ko sa fantasy players ko, sino dinadraft ko eh. Doon ako napapacheer eh.
Talaga? Walang cheer na isang team?
Well, Jokic is one of my favorites.
Players.
Favorite players. So, napapacheer ako sa Denver. Yung ganun ba?
Who do you think, the favorite? Your favorite to win this year? East na lang, East.
East.
Sa East, mahirap eh, no? Hindi, pero the usuals are there eh. We have Boston.
Favorite team ko sa East, Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yun, exciting, no? Up and coming.
Exciting. Up and coming. Mahilig ako sa up and coming. More than, parang bandwagoner ako eh. Pero ang nagbabandwagon ako sa up and coming teams.
Yung mga parang hindi mo ine-expect. So sa West, Cleveland is one. Very young. Actually, exciting din. Last year, yung ginawa nila, very nice din eh. Pero may bias din ako kasi I have some Jarrett Allen stocks, I have some Darius Garland. So, syempre gusto mo they do it. So West, who do you like sa West?
Denver, baka dahil nga Jokic, dala ni Jokic.
Pero
this is not as a contender Yung gusto ko,
just
the team that I root for and I cheer for. Pero contender sa East, man, si
Boston, Brooklyn, Philly, Milwaukee.
I think mag-e-end up yan Milwaukee, Philadelphia sa lalaban.
Talaga? Philadelphia kasi parang parang they're not there until, alam mo yun, you remember yung Toronto before? Yung against the LeBron teams.
Parati silang talo.
Yung always good sa regular season pero
eliminated by LeBron.
Di ba parang until you prove na you can get over that hump. Parang ganun yung Philly eh.
Correct. I think kasi Philly, Embiid and Harden have something to prove.
Na they can win.
Gusto lang bumawi.
Crucial games.
Yeah.
May parang impression na Harden is not the clutch player.
May mga ganun na impression.
Parang ano ba to? Kaya ba talaga nito to carry us?
Sa playoffs, yes. Correct.
Sa playoffs or hindi?
Same with Embiid, di ba?
Yeah, but yeah, true. Pero I think since Harden has had more yung disappointments in playoffs. Saka mas matanda siguro.
Pwede. Kaya magsama silang dalawa.
I think other than wala masyadong major disappointments and he nearly won it eh. He nearly went to the finals for them with that yung Kawhi shot eh, 'di ba? Nadali lang sila noon eh. Otherwise they could have won that eh.
Correct.
Pero si Harden parang lagi na lang merong kaya ba talaga niya? Tsaka nag-choke sa mga
yun nga eh.
Crucial games eh. Kaya
Game 7, man.
Sa West, who do you like? Clippers,
hindi.
Talaga? I like the Clippers eh. Feeling ko, they have a good.
Talaga.
Sino pa ba iba?
They're healthy, di ba?
Phoenix? I think Phoenix is will not.
Gulo nila ngayon eh. Ang dami nilang controversies eh.
Saka I think they, medyo malakas yung tama sa kanila nung talo nila last year.
Pwede.
Hard to recover. Parang feeling ko mahirapan sila to recover from that. It's something to prove eh.
Pwede.
But they're not the team that can Ano mo yun, parang like Booker, parang puro angas lang eh. Wala pang, puro yabang lang eh. Wala pang ano eh. Wala pa naman na-prove eh. Tapos Aiton, parang medyo soft ng konti. So,
Saka last year, di ba, nagkaroon sila ng ano ng coach niya.
ng away.
Oo, di ba?
Diba? Pero si Chris Paul lang naman talaga bumuhat eh. Tapos nawala pa si Crowder. So parang medyo humina Phoenix I think. Uh, kaya Clippers, I think, solid eh. Sino po ba iba?
Nga. Lakers,
Lakers.
depends on the health of Anthony Davis, LeBron, di ba?
Which is, depends on which. Ito naman si Anthony Davis today, 28 points.
Oo nga eh.
Oh. So, do you get him, higher na? Move him higher?
Kakatakot.
Diba? Parang,
Kahapon may snake draft ako, 16th ako.
oh yan, 16 ka, sige, maganda yan. 16 for 16 teams.
Ubus na lahat ng gusto ko, si Lillard, Haliburton.
Hindi na abot yun doon.
Wala, kaya nga, lahat ng gusto ko, never ko iniisip mag 16th ako, hindi ko pa na-try eh. Sa mock draft hanggang 14 lang, di ba? So never ako umabot ng 16. Inisip ko, LeBron Anthony Davis eh.
Umabot pa LeBron?
Lumabot LeBron. Nag-LeBron ako.
Who moved up to 14?
Sino ba?
Kasi this is the list. So parang LeBron usually goes at mga 14 eh. I can see 15. Pero who moved up kaya? DeJounte?
Ito. Karl Anthony Towns, Bam Adebayo. May
okay. He moved up sa top 14.
Kyrie 14.
Si Kyrie.
13 pa si Bam Adebayo. 15 si Lillard. So naiwan sa akin si LeBron.
So you pick LeBron?
Yeah, LeBron.
And then, sinong back-to-back mo nun?
Iniisip ko, dalawa iniisip ko, DeJounte iniisip ko. Magandang combination iniisip ko eh.
Yeah.
But I went with Gobert. Blocks,
may bias kaya kay Gobert eh.
Blocks, rebounds.
Solid kasi Gobert. Field goal.
Tsaka kasi, the past...
Punt free throw ka na.
Punt free throw na ako. Tsaka kasi the past, target ko talaga si Gobert. Hindi ko nakukuha. Siguro, nandiyan si Gobert. Kinukuha ka agad.
Hindi. Kasi Gobert goes, mga late second eh. Late second. Pero yung LeBron, tingin mo in that range, closer to a bust or a steal? Or just right?
Ako, steal pa yun eh. A few ranks lang naman won't make a big...
At ilang taon na ba si LeBron? 38?
Oo, pero I think if there will be in contention, okay yan eh. Pag di ma-injure si Anthony Davis, okay sila. Last year nga, he tried to carry his team eh, di ba? To the playoffs eh. So he got terrific numbers last year. Di ba? Yung health lang niya, I missed a couple of games. Di ba?
So more of, okay, kaya yun. Just fair. 16. I don't think he's gonna move way higher.
Yeah. Pero I'll pick him over Bam Adebayo, my goodness. Kyrie Irving, I'll pick him over those two.
Kyrie. Do you like Kyrie?
Takot ako eh.
Solid Kyrie.
Okay siya. Solid siya. But I won't pick him early second if he drops.
Dapat nasa 20s na. Doon ka comfortable.
Oo eh. Pero kito mo, kinuha ko pa si Gobert. Kung ako yan, available.
Pero the list pag titignan mo yung list doon sa second round, Kyrie probably has the highest, best upside.
Correct.
There.
Correct. Pero, kaya nga ako, parang mas gusto ko pa, lalo na late second, si Cade. Kasi si Kyrie, di mo alam kung pwedeng tupakin, personal leave of absence lang. I mean, for whatever reason di ba? Parang
feeling ko he will do well this year.
I hope so. It will make things really interesting, di ba?
Feeling ko medyo makabawi siya this year kasi dami naman yung games na na-miss last year. So I think he's well rested, ready to go.
I think the best pairing is if you can get Tatum at first round and then Kyrie. Kasi at least si Tatum, durability-wise, plays a lot of games. So even if Kyrie misses out on games, si Tatum naglalaro. Alam mo yan, that's a good combination. Kasi si
yung
Tatum
hedge mo yung yung availability of the players.
Si Tatum's performance is pang late first round. Yung per game wise, di ba?
Yeah.
Si Kyrie naman pang middle first round. Di ba? High first round pa. So, di ba? Parang...
Kyrie looks like pwede rin eh. Actually, Kyrie naman fits with pretty much every build eh.
Correct.
Solid naman siya all across eh. No? Not bad yung field goal, great free throws, scoring, make assist ng konti.
I think ano na yan, yung personal preference mo, yung...
It's just kung ano, naniniwala ka lang kay Kyrie or not. That's the question.
Kung natatakot, ako, in my case, mas kung natatakot ako or not eh. Hindi sa naniniwala. Kasi ako, I believe he's a first round player talaga.
Yeah.
Pero, di ba?
Anyway, Coach, thanks for joining us. Tapos na yung draft. Ano po, masarap yung kwentuhan. Anyway, matagal pa yung season. We'll probably have Coach Sandy back sa mga one of our Q&As.
It would be my pleasure. My pleasure.
Para mga Q&As naman, sasagutin namin yung mga questions nyo. Wag lang yung Ateneo Lasal na mga questions kasi alam ko ayaw sagutin yan ni Coach Sandy.
Teka, na-disconnect yata. Hindi nakita ba? Congrats to Lasal.
Pagbigyan nyo na kami, mga taga-Lasal. Kasi bihira.
Congrats. Well-deserved win.
Maganda, pero maganda yung game. Ito sa great game na pinanood ko. One of the few times. Bihira na ako manood ng games eh. Kasi nga,
Tamo, sunerte patuloy Lasal. Huwag ka na manood ng games.
Kasi nga lagi kaming talo. Alam ko na, tatambaan lang kami ng Ateneo na yan eh. Pero since kasama namin si Coach Sandy sa league, sabi ko manonood ako. Anyway, Coach Sandy, thanks guys. That's it for this draft. And we'll see you again on the next one. Next two more drafts. Bye, guys.
Nice.